Well, good morning, everybody. I'm Jan Erickson from Stepping Aside, and welcome to the Esoteric Influences for today. I've had to start this a couple of times now because I get lost in my thought process. A lot of things are going on right now. So I'm going to stick with the 4 energy right now, where it's the 13th day of June. You can reduce that if you want to. Most people do. I view it as the master witch number because I'm a witch and I was born on the 13th of October, so I don't know. Anyway, 13 figures prominently in my life. I was sick for 13 years. Everything seems to happen in 13s for me, and I don't know why, but it does. And so I just view it as a really significant number, at least for me. And I tend to interpret it the way I would the rune Hagalaz, so destruction within a fixed framework, kind of is what magic really is. So I don't know. To me, I just kind of look at it that way, but we'll talk about it as a 4. just for ease of doing this. Let's see. So today we have a 4 energy. So practical concerns are in focus today, as is establishing a secure foundation. Now the virus is ticking up as we see. We see it here in Oregon. We have a seafood processing plant. Several locations on the coast has closed. 100 people are sick. 6 more in Lincoln County unrelated to them. So it's spreading. So it was not very much here in Oregon, comparatively speaking, and now here we are. So what the effect of that and that one thing alone is going to be on the people in our state and how well we stay, I don't know. This is happening everywhere now. So we have to rethink what we're doing, and we have to, if you've gotten lax at all, you've got to be vigilant now. We must wear a mask when we go out. If we're around people, wear a mask, stay apart. Give yourself some room, at least 6 feet, at least, okay? This is critical. We knew this was going to happen, and now it is. So pay attention and do the right thing for yourself and everybody. The rune today is Menas. We're talking a very complex rune. It incorporates Kenaz, Gebo, Dagaz, Isa, Vunyo, and Ewaz. So you can see that it's really the voice of spirit talking about who we are to one another. All right, it's talking about humanity, integration, spirit, body, ego, connection, individual within society, the collective memory of all of us. It relates to Athala, the 24th rune, which again is the Akashic record of who we all are together, and tradition and all of that. Inheritance. So you can see this last grouping of 8 deals with that sort of stuff within the Elder Futhark. It's an earth element rune. Again, we should remain, so earth issues, practicality, material security, all our foundation, our home life, where we're going as a collective, all of that deals with the earth element. So we should remain mindful today of who we are in relationship to others. While both protests and the spread of the virus continue, remember that we're in this together and that we can accomplish anything if we focus on the truth. So today the moon's in Pisces. So if you are empathic, again, be aware that you might have to take a step back and shield today. Intuition may be high, but a square between the moon and the sun suggests that you might experience a conflict between motivation and taking care of your emotional needs. So assert yourself in a quiet fashion should the need arise to do so, but avoid any willful behavior today. Otherwise, it might not work out for you. Sometimes, striking a balance between assertion and aggression, we don't always get it. We don't always get it right. And today, a little bit of issue that way. So just be aware of that. On the human design section, that's the one at the bottom of the esoteric influences of each week where you see those funny astrological charts. And so anyway, those are called body graphs and in human design. And what it does is instead of the typical astrological chart, you're still looking at a round chart, but instead of houses and things like that, that you see in cusps and stuff like that, you don't see that. What you see is the I Ching all the way around, okay? And wherever the planets fall, they fall. And so they're going to fall in a gate, which is the main hexagram, wherever it is, and then whatever line. There's 6 lines in an I Ching hexagram. And so whichever one it is, that's the interaction between the planet and that particular energy, all right? So what I do is I take a look at the 7 sacred planets typically, But for this one, I'm looking at the sun, the earth, Mars, Venus, Mercury, and the moon. Jupiter and Saturn are kind of in the same place, basically dealing with it. It's in gate 60, Jupiter. Excuse me, I'm 61, I guess. Saturn's still at gate 60. So we're talking about a strong focus on the truth with those two. But right now, what the chart is basically saying for today is more and more people reconsider their perspective regarding both the virus and promoting the need for racial justice, because we've got two issues going on right now, right? Right action by all engenders the natural authority to stay the course toward a just outcome. We can't give up this time and go home and back to our lives. Our lives are in flux right now anyway because of the virus. And now because that's doing this constantly. Well, actually it's doing this constantly, but some people are in denial about that. Okay. Open, open, open. Well, okay, but can we all agree to wear a mask? Can we all agree to wear gloves? Could we just do that so we can open? Oh, no, we're not going to do that. No. So now we have what we have. With sensitivity, we can express the independence required to maintain a single-minded approach to all of this. See, and with perfected grace in our hearts, we will survive the pandemic and change the course of our collective history, because the time is now for this. We've loosened everything with this pandemic. Okay, we're already winging it. Really, that's what we are. Now that we're seeing what the police are doing to everybody, and we can't ignore this now because it's online, it's on Twitter, it's on Facebook, it's everywhere, it's on TV, it's on the news. I don't know why we let go of this. I don't know why we have not demanded change in the way that we are now. But something's different. And maybe it's due to the guy in the Oval Office. Maybe we see how much things are coming apart. And not in a good way. Whatever he promised to reset the clock and all that, or whatever it was, oh no. He was put here to destroy us. That's what I think. My opinion. He was put here to destroy us. We aren't going to let him do that, though. See, that's the thing he didn't gamble on, is that we're paying attention and we're watching. We're not listening to what he says because we know it's garbage. We're watching what he does and what his people do and what they don't do. Because it's not just what they do, it's what they don't do that really tells the story. Can you imagine? He's not going to hold that rally in Tulsa, which he shouldn't be holding anyway. But he's not going to hold it now on June 19th, on Juneteenth. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, well, there's an uproar, so I guess we'll have it on the 20th. But the one in Florida, another site. Yeah. No, this is by design, folks. This is designed to provoke. This is designed to keep people off balance. Don't let it happen. Do not give him that. Instead, let's reform our police departments. Let's do that. Let's create the world that we know we can have. And let's reject the deception and the dishonesty of the current administration and understand that it was a lie to begin with. And now we have the opportunity to fix it in plain sight, telling him to go away, like the mayor in Seattle, like the governor of Seattle did. Don't come here. Leave us alone. We'll get this right. We know what to do. You're the problem. General Milley knows it. They all know it. But apparently they want something from all of us. They want more than is rightfully theirs. And that's why this is happening. So understand the truth of this and use this moment, take this time to align together in shared purpose so that we can have the country that we all deserve to have. All of us, every single person here should never have to fear a police officer. I don't care who you are. No one should live in fear. No one should have to sit and watch in horror as a neighbor is beaten because of the color of their skin, knowing you can't step in or they're going to kill you. They're going to arrest you. They're going to do something. No, we all know the game that's being played here. And we're all sick of it. So I guess that's all I have to say. I have to go take eggs to my friend who buys them from us. It's nice. We have 29 chickens and now, and only half of them are laying because half of them are new this year. And but you know, they don't lay forever, and so we decided to add some more. And we have a friend that she comes and buys them. She collects the money from, and it just helps offset our feed cost. It doesn't obviously pay for all of it, but still, it helps. And then we can have the eggs that we have, and they can have the eggs they have, and it's great. And everybody goes away happy. Everybody loves our eggs. I don't know why, but they love them. They're like, "Oh God, you're not going to stop doing this, are you?" It's like, no, no, we just want more chickens. We ended up with 2 roosters this time out of the new group, and we named one George and one Rudy, and they're outside the pen now because we had them separate. Within the pen, we put a thing down the middle to keep them apart, but just so they could be together and see each other, and because it was just netting, so they could get to one another. They just couldn't be with one another. And so they interacted and everything. And then the other day we took it all down and threw the boys out, and because they're getting big enough now, you know, to where that's going to start happening. And so I don't want fertilized eggs. So I don't know. There's nothing wrong with fertilized eggs. It's just the idea of it. I don't like it. So anyway, so they're out this morning and crowing and having fun in the front yard and you know, so anyway. I have to go do that. And so I guess I'll close and tell everybody have a wonderful day. And you know, look for the esoteric influences to come up on the blog by tomorrow, and that'll be for the coming week, and then we'll chat about it every day. So, because I took this out of the Somewhat Daily Tarot and Rune video I do 4 days a week, and I'm doing it separately now, so in case you hadn't noticed. So anyway, have a wonderful day, you guys, and stay safe, stay protected, and be good to yourself, be good to one another, and blessed be.